With settlement stretching back to pre-Revolutionary days, southwestern Pennsylvania is an area rich in genealogy and history. Records date back to the 18th century, and immigrants hail from all parts of Europe, often leading people researching their southwestern PA ancestry on a fascinating journey. The following is an excerpt from a story by John O'Hara regarding the Irish in Greene County. Neither George Washington nor St. Patrick ever slept in Greene County, but many of the traditional descendants of St. Patrick, the Irish, have made an indelible mark in the county's history. And it would take more than all of today, which is March 17th, and St. Patrick's Day, to trace out all of their various exploits, their accomplishments and or shortcomings, and the numerous roles many of them have played in the continuing drama of the succeeding generations of Greene Countyans. The oil and gas industry brought two of the long-remembered Irish into the Waynesburg community in the persons of the late Jack Donovan and the late Joe Nestor from up around Buffalo, New York, when the Manufacturers Light and Heat Company's pump station was erected 2 miles west of town on the Rogersville Road. Jack was a typical, impulsive, prankish type of Irishman, his friends say, and no more so than the evening of the Elks' original club rooms on South Morgan Street, when he couldn't resist the impulse to drop a match into an open bag of Roman candles, skyrockets, sparklers, etc., which Schuyler Huber had placed on the floor beside where he was playing cards. At the first boom of a Roman candle, Schuyler, the story has come down from the past, instinctively pushed the bag of rockets, candles, etc., down into the near-full brass cuspidor. Its juicy contents were bombed all over the newly painted walls and ceilings in what was beyond all doubt the first spray painting project in Greene County. Donovan had to pay the bill for the repainting job, but to his last day said it was worth it.
The most famous Irishman ever to visit Greene County was doubtless former heavyweight boxing champion Jack Dempsey. His visit is little known even to this day. It was in the mid-1950s. He motored over from Washington with Charles Cohen, the attorney and merchandising magnate. They lunched with James D. Jim Thomas in the Fort Jackson Hotel dining room while discussing a real estate deal. The oil and gas boom also brought Barney Daly, father of the 4 Daly brothers, Byron, the druggist, and Roy, a driller and plumber, both of whom stayed on in Waynesburg. Marcus in Ohio, and Elmer, organizer and president of the former Middle Atlantic Baseball League, and also quite a ball player himself. There was also Mike Cummings, an early-day driller in the Mount Morris oil fields, whose 3 sons, Raymond and the late Harry and Roy, operated the Old Downey House Barbershop, which was patronized extensively by oil and gas men, and its successor shop, the Fort Jackson. My own father, the late Lawrence O'Hara, came from an Irish settlement just across the New York state line between Wellsville, New York, and Genesee, PA, and was the first employee of the Manufacturers Light and Heat Company in Greene County. He was the only member of his own family ever to live here, except for his brother Sylvester, better known as Sil, who was more than 6.5 feet tall and weighed about 300 pounds. According to the late Perry Lemley, who was the water boy on the pipelines where he worked, Uncle Sil had the dubious distinction of being able to quaff an entire keg of beer by himself at one sitting, all of which, if true, would make Sil dye his shamrock orange if he were alive today and had to face the fact that he had a nephew who hits the saturation point with 1, or at most 2, cans of beer and prefers to blend even a mild 80-proof whiskey with cranberry juice on festive days. Yes, sir, even on this day of days, for all the Celts, St. Patrick's Day, Aaron go bragh.